This week we will be exploring the Waverly Hills Sanitarium. As with the most places we investigated, this doesn't have the most pleasant history, making it one of the most haunted places in the world. On July 26, 1910, the Waverly Hills Sanitarium opened to treat patients with tuberculosis. On October 17, 1926, a bigger version of Waverly Hills opened to accommodate the overflow of the patient from the tuberculosis epidemic. The hospital is 5 stories tall and was built on a quiet space on the top of a hill where it was thought that patients would be at peace and receive lots of fresh air. Most importantly, it would keep patients quarantined far away from the crowded areas. Let's provide a little background on tuberculosis. Tuberculosis, also known as TB or the White Plague, is a bacteria infection contracted by breathing in air containing Mycobacterium tuberculosis. The bacteria could eat away at the lungs and overall claimed roughly 2 billion lives in total, billed as, quote, the plague of all plagues, end quote. Around the turn of 20th century, tuberculosis ran rampant in warm, wet weather in Kentucky, and the demand for treatment necessitated a facility like Waverly Hills Sanitarium. It could accommodate up to 500 patients. Unfortunately, not all treatment was effective. According to the owner, Tina Martingley, Waverly also used electric shock therapy to treat patients whose tuberculosis spread to their brains.
The electroshock therapy is on the first floor, what we call the morgue wing. And electroshock is where they performed on the patients that got tuberculosis of the brain. Probably didn't help them, I'm sure, but they didn't know what else to do.
Interestingly enough, due to the fact that tuberculosis is highly contagious, Waverly Hills was largely self-sufficient. They grew their own food, raised animals, had a post office, etc. Basically, once you went to the Waverly Hills, whether you were a patient, nurse or a doctor, you were no longer part of the outside world. Eventually, a vaccine was readily made available for tuberculosis, and Waverly Hills closed its doors in 1961. It's been debated how many died within its wall before doing so. Current coroner Tina Martingley was claimed that the number is approximately in the tens of thousands, but nobody can know for sure. Regardless, death was so common that hospital actually contained a horrifying area nicknamed the body chute, a tunnel used to dispose of dead bodies out of eyesight from the other patients. The tunnel is roughly 500 feet long and leads down the hill.
My God, this is awful.
Now this is the nightmare.
Oh no, 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 no. No. You have gotta be fucking Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
This is like Satan's cement butthole.
Oh my God, dude.
Shit.
Oh my God. How far does this go? Are we going to hell?
Let's find out.
Spirits of countless who died here are said to now haunt this facility, making Waverly Hills Sanitarium potentially one of the most haunted places in the world. That being said, let's get into some other reports of paranormal activity. Visitors often claim they hear sound of children's laughter. Slamming doors are said to be common occurrence. Some insist faces have appeared in the windows to rooms that are occupied, and in photos where nobody was standing. Waverly Hills also famous for its report of which are shadowy figures that people claim to see all over the hospital. Aside from general reports, there are specific areas of this former hospital that we should discuss and investigate in detail. For obvious reason, the morgue on the first floor is reportedly an area of high depth activity. Moving to the third floor, a homeless man and his dog supposedly fell down the elevator shaft when the building was vacant, and coroner Tina Martingley as well as the many others claim to have seen the ghost of both the man and the dog.
One night after I had a tour going on, and I was walking down the hallway, and I saw a very tall man, tall, thin, long hair, turned my snake light on up like this and clicked it on. He just wasn't there. Well, at that point, I'm a little nervous, and I start to walk down the hall, and I'm kind of looking around to see if I'd be backed into a room or something. And then I see a dog laying in the floor. It was a white dog. It looked like a small white German Shepherd. And I started calling to the dog, try to get it up and get it to moving, and it didn't. And then all of a sudden, I didn't see it disappear. I didn't see it get up and walk away. It just wasn't there anymore.
It's also
There are reports of an apparition wrapped in white doctor's coat being seen. One ghost hunter claimed he saw the man disappear into the treatment room on the 4th floor. Also, this floor is a room that used to be the nurses' waiting room, a place where owner Tina Martinley came across evidence of full-bodied apparitions.
4th floor, me and another girl that comes here every year. She's the one that's always taking all the pictures and stuff. She has a really nice camera. And she was snapping pictures, and all of a sudden I hear her just going crazy, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And I'm like, turn around, I'm like, what? She goes, you wouldn't believe what I got. It's kind of grainy because I took a picture of her camera, and she never could send me the original.
It does look like a full-bodied apparition.
On the 3rd floor, there are reports of a little boy named Timmy who likes to play with a blue rubber ball. It's rumored that patients whose infections spread to the brain, rendering them insane, were sent to the 5th floor. One room in particular on this floor that is arguably the most active and definitely the most controversial is room 502. Room 502 has a reputation due to 2 suicides that supposedly occurred there. One story has it that in 1932, a nurse jumped to her death from the 5th floor patio near room 502, though others believe she was actually pushed. The other suicide reportedly occurred 4 years earlier in 1928 when a nurse, Mary Hellenberg, hung herself just outside room 502. Another theory is that Mary got pregnant by one of the doctors, and when he tried to perform an abortion, she died and the suicide was a stage. Due to the countless deaths that occurred within its walls, it's no surprise to me that this once busy hospital is haunted. And what do you think about this? Is this sanitarium haunted, or is this some kind of stories? Or let us know in the comment section, and what mystery do you want next? And also let me down on and hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you can see more mystery stories like this. And see you guys on the next video. Until then, stay safe and your boy is out. Peace.